Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus. WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of sky cams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together, we're Mississippi Strong. Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Good afternoon, everybody. Chief Meteorologist Dave Roberts here, along with meteorologist Elise Ushman. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
How's your day going so far?
Hot.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
kind of warm.
It's warm.
I checked the temperature in the studio. It was pretty nice, though.
Freezing.
Yeah.
In there. Yeah.
Here it's
I
warm.
was. I had chili bumps, even
Chili
with my
bumps.
sweater on.
Chilly dilly bumps?
Yeah.
Yep, I know.
Little
what that means.
goosies.
Yeah,
Goosies.
it happens. But you got your sweater.
Yeah.
I'm always warm in that place. I don't know what it is. But
In
it
this
does
room,
get a
it's
little bit
warm.
chilly. Yeah, it's warm in this room for sure.
But I was cold previously.
So we've got some rain on the way for the weekend, but it's another day in which we've seen 90 degrees. Today marks the 13th day so far this year that we've had 90 degrees or higher, and we could be looking at more 90-degree weather before the chance for rain increases enough.
Yeah. It was 91 earlier in Jackson, so we're probably just going to teeter for the rest of the day if I had to guess. But 92 in Hazelhurst right now. It feels, though, closer to the triple digits for most of the area. So, and actually, when I got in this morning around 10:30, it said it felt like 101 in Vicksburg. I said, "Oh, are you guys okay?"
Yeah, really.
So
it's too much.
That's too much. Yeah, that's way too fast. 10:30 in the morning is a little excessive. But yeah, this makes our 13th day. At or above 90 degrees. Tomorrow will be the same, your Friday, and it will feel more like the triple digits again. Sweating.
It's getting there.
And we'll actually do that again for most of Saturday. But we do have storms for parts of the weekend. Just part, not all.
It's not going to storm all weekend. It's not going to rain all weekend.
No, but Saturday night, we've got a chance to see some strong to maybe severe storms. If they become severe, it'll be like what we saw a couple weeks ago or last week. Was it last week?
Yeah, feels like it maybe last year.
Yeah, whatever. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Where our primary concern is the potential for damaging wind or maybe for hail. Now, however, there is, and let me stop this because I forgot to
stop
put
it a second.
Points in there. And this is for Saturday night. So your Saturday day isn't going to have much going on. Now, there is some low end to, I guess, maybe
storm
you could
energy
call it
for Saturday
mid end storm energy for Saturday night into early Sunday morning. That is where we're going to have that potential for the severe storms. So here's the time. We have some scattered showers and storms out there this afternoon. We actually had a little sprinkle here at the station when I had my lunch. I said, oh, look at that. It's raining. Tomorrow it looks like a lot of the rain is going to be in East Mississippi, but might kind of filter over into our areas that, hang out in the eastern portion. But Saturday, here we are, starting off dry. This is our first round of storms, but most places are going to miss out on this. It looks more like a Humphreys, Holmes, Atala counties kind of deal that you might see that bit of rain, but you notice the rest of us don't see much of anything.
That's great for all the events going on.
It is. There's a lot of stuff happening this weekend. So, I didn't want anybody to be upset. Now they don't have to be upset. They're just going to be hot.
And we're using the high resolution data now to see a lot of this stuff. So we're much more confident about the timing on the storms.
Yeah. So then there's this overnight time frame, but it's not very impressive. We have that energy, but if there are no storms,
right,
then it's just energy. So, it is what it is. We'll keep a close eye on it and see, how it looks when we get a little closer. What has been a trend is that we're going to see more relatively widespread rain starting early Sunday morning and then kind of just in bouts throughout the day on Sunday. And that will continue to Monday and Tuesday.
Yep. And there you go. You got just some scattered activity for Friday and Saturday, but you can see it's much more widespread. Everybody pretty much gets in on the action Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and maybe even beyond that.
Yep. And that will mean slightly cooler temperatures, but it's still going to be muggy. So let's see. And here's what it looks like right now.
Yeah.
Raining in the same place has been raining all day.
Yeah.
Right along I-55 as you go north.
There's a little boundary there maybe, but I will say, because remember, we got the front coming in from the west. We've got also energy coming in from the east. So it's kind of colliding over the state, which we're not going to expect much movement around with these showers and storms. But it's nice to see a little rain falling out there, helping to cool things up, but it is making things even muggier. After it rains, once the sun comes back out, oh boy, here we go again. So just keep that in mind that it's going to be one of those things. The feels like forecast does improve next week only because there's a higher chance for rain. It's going to be muggier, but it won't feel nearly as hot.
Yeah. That's about it.
All right. What else you got going on?
Nothing. What'd you have for lunch?
I did a steak. Made a little steak that I've had. Took out of the freezer the past couple days. What else? I had some rice and broccoli.
Oh, that sounds very healthy.
Yeah, I felt good. Felt good eating it. It was a small piece of steak. That's what I wanted to do. Didn't want to get crazy. How about you?
Well, I was supposed to have steak for dinner last night, and then I would have brought it for leftovers, but it wasn't thawed.
What
can you do?
Did you forget to thaw it? Or
something? No, I had put it in the fridge the night before, and what just wasn't done yet.
I have that problem a lot. I think tonight I'm having split pea soup that I made a couple months ago and I froze. It should be ready. I checked it. It was still kind of frozen in there, but once it's half frozen, half liquid, I feel like I can put it in the microwave and let Magic do the rest. Magic Mike.
So I just had some baked chicken and veggies.
Okay.
Pretty healthy.
It sounded pretty good.
And then I had a lot of chocolate. So
you had a lot of chocolate.
It's called balance.
Where'd you get the chocolate? Are you talking about that right now or just?
No, I brought a small chocolate bar and then I also bought this.
Then you went big.
Yeah, I
for you.
went bigger.
Nothing wrong with that. Hey, Virginia Turnage, what's going on? Casey Wilbanks, is the rain all day for Sunday? Nope, mainly looks like morning storms, but there could be another round later in the day, but it won't rain all weekend, won't rain all day. And that's certainly the good news, but we're going to be dodging storms for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's really it. We've got Elise here on No, you're not on Studio 3 today, are you?
Yes, I am.
You're on Studio 3 today. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. They're doing something back there, so.
I'll be on Studio 3. I'll be on at 4 and 4:30.
I'll be on at 5 and 6, and we'll be back here together at 6:30.
It's true.
To answer any of your questions and talk more about the weather because it is changing by this weekend. In the meantime, have a great rest of your afternoon. Thanks so much for watching WLBT First Alert Weather.